Hello everyone, I am Mr. Chen. In this video, you will learn what countable and uncountable nouns are. You will learn how to do exercise 1 to 7. Let's get started. First, what are nouns? Nouns are names of things, people, and places. They can be ideas, qualities, feelings, and activities. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns are things we can count, for example, book, chair, and door. How do we change singular nouns to plural nouns? Please note that plural means there is more than one. For most nouns, you add the suffix s to the nouns, for example, book becomes book, chair becomes chairs, door becomes doors. More examples: boy becomes boys, kick becomes kicks, girl becomes girls, photo becomes photos, video becomes videos. For nouns that end in ch, sh, s, double s, x, and z, you do away the f and add es to them. For nouns that end in a consonant letter with a y, you get rid of the y and add ies to the noun. Note that consonant letters are those that are not a, e, I, o, and u. For nouns ending in o, you either add an s or es to the noun. For example, pianos, piano becomes pianos, hero becomes heroes. Notice the spellings. For nouns ending in f or fe, you do away the f and add ves to the noun. For example, knife becomes knives, leaf becomes leaves. There are irregular nouns. They don't follow the rules. For example, tooth becomes teeth, child becomes children, foot becomes feet, mouse becomes mice, person becomes people, goose becomes geese. Some nouns remain unchanged in the plural form. For example, sheep, fish. We use singular countable nouns with singular verbs and plural countable nouns with plural verbs. For example, the match is really exciting. These apples taste delicious. We cannot use singular countable nouns alone, but we can use plural countable nouns alone. For example, please give me an orange. I like oranges. Please don't say, please give me orange, or I like orange. You can use singular and plural countable nouns with an article, a number, a quantity word, or a word that describes the noun. So what are countable nouns? Uncountable nouns are things we cannot count, for instance, hair, rice, and water. Countable nouns have only one form. We always use them with a singular verb. For example, the sand is hot. The smoke is toxic. We can use uncountable nouns alone. For example, this song is about love. We can use uncountable nouns with the definite article, a quantified word, or a word that describes the noun. For example, the air, a piece of cake, 2 liters of milk, my money, and some freedom. Some nouns can be both countable and uncountable. Let's take a look at these 2 examples. Coffee and coffees. When you say 2 coffees, please, you mean 2 cups of coffee. When you say I don't drink coffee, you mean coffee in general. A hair and hair. There is a hair in my rice. When you say this, you mean 1 hair in your rice. Mary has black hair. When you say this, you mean the hair on her head. Now let's learn how to do the exercise from page 9 to 13. Exercise 1. Write the plural form of the nouns in the spaces provided. When you do this exercise, you must refer to page 6 of your grammar book. For illustration, I'm showing you the answers of the first 2 set questions. They are classes and days. When you see the nouns ending in double S, you add ES to the noun at the end. And when you see nouns ending in a vowel, you simply add Y to them. Exercise 2. Look at the pictures in complete sentences. In here, you must also refer to page 6 of the book, which explains the form changing rules. For illustration, I'm showing you the answers for question 2 and question 6. They are sheep and lives. Some nouns remain unchanged, while some nouns you have to do away the F and add VES to them. In exercise 3, read the sentences, circle the correct answers. For illustration, I am showing you the answers of questions 4 and 5. Notice the subject. Is it a singular countable noun or a plural countable noun? If it is a singular countable noun, such as parents, as in question 4, you should use a singular verb. If it is a plural countable noun, you use plural verbs. If the subject is an uncountable noun, use a singular verb. As you can see in question 5, bread is uncountable. Exercise 4. In this exercise, you have to decide if the underlined nouns are used in a countable way or uncountable way. If it is in a countable way, you put C in the bracket, and if it is in an uncountable way, you write U instead. Notice the examples below. For countable ways, there is an apple on the table. Can I have 2 coffees, please? Notice both an apple and 2 coffees can be counted. For uncountable ways, I want some fresh air. I don't like coffee. Notice both air and coffee must be understood in general sense. Exercise 5. Fill out the spaces with the correct singular, plural, or uncountable form of the nouns. Add the articles a and an where necessary. For illustration, I'm showing you answers for question 2 to 5. In question 2, the writer is talking about lots of teachers. So the answer is teachers. In question 3, the subject is there. You must use a plural verb of the possessive pronoun there. So you must use a plural verb. For question 4, you must use a singular countable noun because you can see there is plus you must add an article. So the answer is a fast ferry. Exercise 6. You have to decide whether or not the underlined sentences are used correctly. If yes, put a tick. If not, write the correct answers in the spaces provided. Let's look at questions 8, 9, and 10. Question 8. The audience is enjoying the show. It is used correctly because audience is an uncountable noun. It dictates the use of a singular verb. Question 9. A bunch of flower is wrong. It is because a bunch of means lots of. There are many flowers, so it is flowers. It must be a plural noun. Question 10. Room means space here. It is understood in general sense, so you must use a singular verb. The answer is no room. Exercise 7. Fill out the spaces with the best words. I will explain questions 2, 3, and 4 only. Question 2 should be the food. It is because the writer is talking about the food of the restaurant, not the food of other restaurants. Question 3 is chicken. The writer is talking about chicken in general sense. She's not talking how many chickens they were eating. She was talking about the food, what kind of food they were eating, so it is in the general sense. Question 4, it is a hair. It is because the writer is talking about one hair, not all the hair on someone's head. This is the end of the video. If you have questions, please ask your teachers on Mostra. Thanks for watching.